Hi, I'm Victoria Luberstead, and I'm going to inform you today about caffeine. Have you ever wondered what caffeine really is and what it can do to you and your health? Almost everyone in the world uses caffeine now in one way or another. Caffeine has different effects on different people. I use caffeine every day without even realizing it. First, I'm going to tell you about what caffeine is, what its sources are, and where it can be found. Second, I'm going to tell you about the positive health benefits that can come from it. And finally, I am going to tell you about the negative health effects that come from it. It can have a variety of different effects on different people everywhere. First, what is caffeine? What is its source and where does it come from? According to Medical News Today, caffeine is the most commonly used drug in the whole world. Didn't know it was a drug? Well, surprise, it is, and it can be very easily abused. According to the University of Health Services and the University of Michigan, it is a plant product and it can come from about 60 different plants. It's mostly found in coffee beans, tea, chocolate, cocoa, and soda. It is very easy to access caffeine in the world now, and it is also found in prescription and non-prescription drugs, and those would be like cold and allergy medications and pain relievers. According to Better Health Channel, in small doses, caffeine will make you feel refreshed and focused. But in large doses, caffeine can make you feel very anxious and it can be very difficult to sleep. Caffeine is used as both a drug and an additive. It's a stimulant that they put in foods and drinks such as chocolate and coffee and tea and soda and Gatorade and Powerade and energy drinks and gum. Another form, like if it's in medicine, it would be in more of a capsule form or tablets or energy shots. Now that I have discussed what it is, its source, and where it comes from, I will now talk about the positive health benefits that can come from caffeine. According to Medical News Today, whether caffeine is consumed by food or medicine, it changes the way your brain and your body act, and it just changes the way that you feel and behave. According to medicaldaily.com, evidence has proved that it prevents against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. And moderate coffee consumption, about 3 to 5 cups a day, is in midlife is to help reduce dementia in later life. Coffee can help reduce the risk of stroke by about 22% and mouth and throat cancer by 50%. According to Caffeine Informer, researchers show caffeine increases memory, it detoxes the liver, it also cleanses the colon, and it protects against eye spasms and cataracts. If you ever can't go number 2, they say that if you drink a cup of coffee, it'll make you more have to go number 2 because of the caffeine in the coffee. Now that I have talked about the positive health benefits of coffee or caffeine, I will now discuss the negative health effects that come from caffeine. According to Mayo Clinic, they've linked moderate caffeine to negative health effects. They say that drinking more than 500 to 600 milligrams of caffeine a day, which is about 1.5 cups, like large venti cups from Starbucks, only 1.5, that's it. It can cause insomnia, nervousness, restlessness, irritability, and upset stomach, and muscle tremors. How much is too much? Well, it's probably less than you think it is. Some people are more sensitive to the negative effects than others. If they haven't had very much caffeine usage in their life, then they would be more sensitive to the negative effects, like the nervousness and irritability and restlessness and insomnia. Caffeine may raise blood pressure depending on how much of it you consume, and it can cause jitters, according to caffeineinformer.com. Withdrawal and overdose can cause all sorts of different health issues like headaches, confusion, heartburn, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, painful lumps in the breasts for women, and your fertility woes in both female and males. So today I have first discussed what caffeine is and what its sources are and where you can find it. Second, I discussed the positive health benefits that can come from caffeine. And then last, I discussed the negative health effects that come from caffeine. It can have a variety of different effects on different people. Remember to watch for caffeine and keep in mind that caffeine can be good for you, but only in moderation. Be careful of how much coffee you drink daily. If it's a necessity for you, don't overdo it. Otherwise, you can have some serious health issues in the future. Keep track of how much caffeine you intake in a day. It may not be a big deal now, but drinking all of those caffeinated drinks and eating all of those caffeinated candies and foods, in the future it may be a bigger deal when you have a lot of health issues or withdrawals from caffeine. That's it. Thanks.